Hello kids, it's me in the Void Room again. And this is a pre-recorded video, so that's why I'm in the Void Room. You know, time and days, they kind of blur together down here. So, you guys can't really determine when this video is made. But it's pre-recorded, it's probably going to come out tomorrow because, I got stuff to do and I really want to make sure that you guys are, there's a video for you guys tomorrow and I don't have to worry about making one and I could just focus on the other stuff that I actually am working on. But, I want to talk about the Sonic movie because while doing my little Sunday Q&A video, I was just thinking to myself, also the psychology of Inuyasha characters, but I'm not going deep into that. Because I was thinking about the Band of Seven, and I was thinking about that one dude. You know the one. You know the one. I didn't want to go too deep into that dude's mind, He wanted to kill Inuyasha and then fuck Inuyasha. I didn't want to go there. Ever. Ever. But, since I do have a little bit of time, I want to talk. Let's talk Sonic movie. Now, I'm surprised no one has even made a little bit of predictions. Now we know that Sonic is supposedly, we're going to have a darker Sonic movie. Like, no one has even made predictions or any kind of thing. Like, what they would want to see in a darker Sonic movie. I think, and I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be like, Bugsy, but you didn't like what Kim Penders is doing to the comic. The comic is kind of missing its crucial pieces and stuff. Okay, listen to me. I think the only way we can have this movie the way we all want it, if Sega and Archie could be like, hey, Ken, we're sorry about all this, but can you please let us use let us use your characters in this movie and some of your storylines, please. I don't think they'll do that, but I think we got a long ways to go before the movie's even out, so who knows? There's probably a whole bunch of different revisions and stuff that's going on with the script. Kind of like what's going on with freaking Ramen Forever Rivals in the first, second, and third episode I'm working on. Ton of revisions. And that's the thing, everybody. That is the thing. I know a lot of you are like, then what do you want it? I'm like, I kind of do want an adaptation of the comics. You remember back in the day, me and the guys were sitting around talking about what we would want in a Sonic movie. Little did we know, in a few years, we'd be talking about this exact same topic. So, in lieu of that, I brought my bros in here with me. Alright. Well, hey everybody, it's been a while. But hey, I'm back. Alright, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. So, we want a Sonic movie. They're saying that they're doing darker elements to the Sonic movie, but does that mean a comic book or set-in movie? I don't really think it does. Your friend Victor is really gonna make a hentai comic of Mario and Luigi. Yeah, he is. He's got some ideas. He's like me. You got ideas, things. Yeah. Oh. Heh. I think Victor fits right in with us anyways. So, anywho. Now, I think it could be possible. It could be feasible that they could do this. But honestly, the question remains, boys. How do you think they're going to go about it? Because we can say that we want it this way, and we want this person that we want Jaleel White to voice Sonic again. But if the live action spec film was any indication, no one, and I mean no one wants to have, no one wants to have Jaleel White to play Sonic after the whole spec film thing. Even though me and you liked it, I know Jaleel White didn't skip a beat. Where he's like, "Oh no, Sonic looks like roadkill." I'm like, mother, like part of me is like, motherfucker. You understand without this person putting his time, money, and effort into making a movie. Again, I applaud everybody who makes fan movies, and they really try to work their damnedest to try and get it done. Everybody in the peanut gallery that tries to be like, "Ah, dude, dude was only one. Eddie LeBron was only one dude, and he did his damnedest, and it was good. It was a good attempt, and Sega was like, you know what? We need to think about this. Yeah, that's what the spec film was really leading to anyway. But do we really want that? As long as we put it that Station Square was always a part of Sonic's universe, and South Island and all this other stuff. So at least then it feels more like a Sonic thing. No putting Sonic in our time, in our world, because Sonic's world is technically our world in the future. Read the comics to find that out. Aw, man, Sonic the Ghetto Hog is playing freaking Sister's Location. I would go. I would go. I would go, but I'm a little scared. But, eh. But I'll say this. I'll say this to you guys. I think a Sonic movie can happen. It can be dark. It's just they need to put the right elements together. Sony needs to not do the whole the trapping that they're always in, and try to fight against the director and the people who know Sonic best. They should just shut up. Let the people who are talented and actually know what they're doing do the work. And Sony will just profit off of it like that. Good, easy, and simple. But do we think Sony will ever do this? Oh hell no! If Ghostbusters was any indication, that's why me and Bunsy are so fucking worried now. Because Ghostbusters was so bad, and the fucking media or the head of that project was like, we shall not tell the director that we're having Paul Feig as our director now. Sony, no pulling any shady shit. Okay? I know that's your end game. I know that's your MO, but no pulling any more shady tricks, okay? We're all really tired of it. And Ghostbusters could have been great if you guys hadn't done some shady shit in the background. Not only the director thing, but the other stuff too. But I will get back to that in my Ghostbusters retrospective. But we ain't here to talk about that. Sony, it's best for everybody if you don't technically interfere too much with the actual product. Some of us, these people that you got probably know what makes a Sonic game, a Sonic movie, will make a Sonic movie pop. And there's so much material for them to work with. Let the people do their thing. Don't try to interfere. Don't try to smurf it up. Don't try to chipmunk it up. Just let them do their thing. That's all we ask. Okay, are we really, could we see Mike Pollock kind of do Saturn Robotics voice? Like, like Bugsy, um, you follow him on Twitter. How about you just ask the man to do what if what if robotic science? I don't want to do that. I mean, I want to, but that'd be no. No. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. Well, I think I think Mike Pollock could work because he's he's one of those people. He's one of those people like he's done the you know goofy villain Eggman a lot, but Sonic Lost World really showed us that he can be the dark, serious Eggman that we kind of want him to be. So I still think he's a good choice, and so is Roger Craig Smith. And I know a lot of you are like, "Oh, Roger Craig Smith and all that." Meh. I'm like, no, Roger Craig Smith is fine for Sonic's age, which is 25. He sounds like an older version of the other Sonics, an older version of Jason Griffith and an older version of Ryan Drummond, with Ryan Drummond's Sonic voice, and it works. You know, a lot of you still want freaking Dreamcast Sonic in the new Sonic game that is coming out next year for the holidays. And we would want that too, but you know, you guys know how hard that would be because if Sega really wants to prove to us that they can change and really want Dreamcast Sonic in this game, they really do need to bring back Ryan Drummond just to say, hey, we know we screwed you in the past, man, but like, could you do this game? You don't have to quit your union or anything. We'll pay you, blah blah blah. But that's another story. The thing I really think that the Sonic movie needs to be, it needs to kind of have Stadium's darkness, but it needs to lighten up when the mood is a little tense. Like at the right moment. It needs to make jokes at the right moment. That's all I'm trying to say. Um, Bugsy, pull up one of those articles, man. Oh yeah. Hold up. Sonic movie leaked. No, this is the same movie. This is the freaking spec stuff. But I love how. But we gotta admit, I don't care what anybody says. That fucking Green Hill in the freaking spec film looks actually like it does in the games, and it's kind of like a realistic kind of look to it, but still having its same aesthetic, which I really think is a good thing. We will be like, oh, but you don't know, they're like, oh my god, on Sakamaru, you don't know what you're talking about, because we're other fans. We obviously know what we're talking about over here with Bugsy because we know better than you guys. I'm like, no, y'all don't. Y'all don't. You think you do, but you don't. We're just saying, I'm saying that this looked pretty good. Like, for one person doing mostly all of everything and kind of having, doing all the stuff, really good attempt. I mean, we thought, the fan film was originally going to be kind of Saddam-ish, but I don't know. Saddam fan films have been like a curse or something because no one has finished it. No one has actually worked on it and finished it, so it's like, but let us look at some articles. Okay, we got rumors. Some of the stuff is confirmed. Hold up, my friend's probably gonna want me to don't talk to him, but I'll wait a minute. Wait a minute. I told him I'll be right back. But hmm Sega's financing the project. Search for writers jumped. When was this? When was this? No, we need something a little bit more recent. Let me see. Let me see if I could go find it. We see dark and edgy, but again, this is some old stuff. We need something a little bit more recent. Okay, let's see what we got here. I mean, Brad Bird. No, we ain't go. No, if anybody's whoever is writing, whoever is writing it, it's not Brad Bird, it's some dude. But like, Brad Bird freaking finished The Incredibles. God damn it, Jesus, we want to watch The Incredibles too. Just finish it, please. God dang. Okay, let's see if we can find a little bit of an. Let's see if we can find a little bit more about the Sonic movie that we didn't. Let's see. Because I want to find some primo news, and we're not really finding any much of anything, boys. And it's like, there we go. We gotta put it like this, like that movie news. Again, this is from the Sonic News Network. Let us take a look. Alright. On December I forgot you still do the This is gonna be. It says it's a film adaptation first made by the tracking board. And it's getting the Dark Knight treatment. And postage shirtless ready to evolve. The official Sonic website has been updated with a lock section for TV movies later that Sunday. We already know that. We already kind of know this. But where's the reports of the dark and edginess? I think we found something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This one's like a little bit more recent. It was from the beginning of this year, so we could just go from there. So Sega Sammy, the iconic Sonic the Hedgehog, with a new interview from Hajime Satomi. Waterfolio confirms that the project is not only still in the wings, but on the fast pace, with the fast pace trajectory for 2020. I mean 2018. The trajectory for opening. Sega Sammy Group is currently playing live action animation hybrid with Sonic the Hedgehog. Movie scheduled to be released 2018. So Totally confirms that with this CG animated production, we would like to expand our business into the entertainment areas further where we are currently involved. This film will capture Sonic's irreverent tone, spirit, reuniting him with most revered infamous characters of the franchise. including Dr. Eggman. I kind of like most revered and infamous. Bugsy, you don't think? God, I hope so. Sega, don't you dare bring my hopes up on this, man. Don't you dare. Previously, Sonic, and headlines starting with the Adventure Side the Hedgehog, an authorized cameo, and Disney had Wreck-It Ralph. The movie will be written by Evan Susser and Van Robanovich, and produced by Neil H. Moravitz. His original through the original film banner, along with Marcius Takeshi Ono, Mild Totoshi, and Toby Archner as executive producer. I think they are trying to. I think now, since the comics are doing so well, I think this is where they're gonna go ahead and do their thing. Cool. Personally, I think if they are really going to bring the Freedom Fighters in the movies, it's even better than putting them in the game. That'll probably even make Sega go like, you know, let's put the Freedom Fighters in a game if they're not putting it in Sonic 2017. But, dude, let me at least think. Let me at least dream. We don't even know until the game comes out next year. Hey, Bugsy. I'm not trying to say it won't, but I'm just saying if it doesn't, this is another chance for them to actually use the Freedom Fighters to worry. I know, but you can't just say like, oh, it's not gonna happen when it's not. You want it to happen. I get it, man. But just wait for a while, okay? I mean, we don't even know what this movie's gonna be about, but we know it's gonna be dark, edgy. Hopefully, maybe if they don't put the Freedom Fighters in it, maybe we might get an adaptation of Sonic Adventure. You know, and then Sonic Adventure 2 would have a film adaptation. And just to be trolls, they'd make a Sonic Adventure 3 movie, but no game. Oh, man. But, I don't know. I mean, they could look to SatAM or the comics for adaptations just to kind of do it, and it would be so great if they do. But as it currently stands, we all don't know anything about this movie. We can only just project what we want to project on this movie. Well, yes, I believe yes. This is like the only logical explanation. This is the only logical way we can actually come about this. Not saying that we're not going to think about this in the future, but there's not really a lot of information, and all we know is it's going to be dark and edgy. So it could be. I mean, the worst it could possibly get is Shadow the Hedgehog levels of dark and edgy. You know what I'm saying? Damn, not here. Where's that damn fourth chaos emerald? My, there's not. You guys used all the good. You guys used all the good freaking quotes from that game. Damn you, black dude. Yeah, that's one. See, we didn't use them all. I really think, but I really think we got nothing to worry about until. I mean, I think Metal Sonic might even make an appearance. So we don't know. I mean, that'd be nice if the Freedom Fighters would be in it, but me and you, and I'm sitting around over now. We're just gonna have to wait, like everybody else. or at least wait until there's some sort of leak and then we can talk about that. So, from all of us here, the original Big Three. Oh, you gotta say original Big Three? It's not like we replaced you, Har. I know, I'm joking with you. Oh my god, Har, you actually joked. You actually did a joke. That's funny. But yeah, man. Yeah, you're right, Har. We can really gotta wait until something concrete happens, or we see some sort of teaser, and then we can analyze that. But until now, you're right. We have nothing really to go on. But if we could pick adaptations from the comic book, which ones would we choose? Robotnik Victorious arc, the in-game arc, because yeah, Bugsy, I know it'd take a lot of work to do, but what if they just did like a whole bunch of movies to build it up? I could see that. Um, okay. Journey to the East, the Iron Queen saga, the Iron Queen saga, or and probably that one comic where Eggman basically goes completely ape shit after losing his Sonic so many times. Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see Eggman kind of break. Get Eggman break eggs. You know what I'm saying? Actually, hard. That was actually pretty good, but don't try to push yourself. But yeah, I think that's about it. That covers it. Tommy Turtle. That's not long enough. I know this probably can't happen without Ken's involvement, but a Sonic and Knuckles movie, or the fight between Interjack and Sonic. Yeah, like that arc. But we got a whole bunch of like Sonic comic stuff we're gonna adapt into the show anyway. So I don't know. Maybe you might see the ones we may adapt into our own movie. Because yeah, we are doing a Sonic CD movie, but we also want to do something original too. I just want to do it. I just want to do the whole Sonic CD thing as a movie because it'd be hard to do it any other way. I mean, pretty much it would just be one big glorified episode, basically. But it'd be a beautiful, big glorified episode. But that's all I really have to say. I'll see you guys later. I'm Bugsy. I'm on Sakamaru. And I'm Harima. And I want to say something, guys. Like I said, I may not appear all the time, but if Bugsy needs me for like a callback for an old video, I'll be around. And I know, and a lot of you've been saying that, oh, Yonk's my replacement. Well, I actually chose Yonk to be my replacement because he has the same amount of wit as Bugsy, but the same kind of restraint that I do sometimes. So I chose him. So, yeah, I may not be around all the time. And I don't expect to always be there, but when I am, I will. But we'll see you guys later. The original Big Three, out. Again, the original Big Three. Oh man, let him have his moment. He rarely gets any in our older videos. Let him have this moment. Alright, see you guys later.